Next, we will be customizing the inner lying elements within this service wrapper container. So we will be heading back, and here in the first case, this is the service wrapper H2 that so far we have made usage of. So we need to customize this service wrapper H2. Let's head back dot service wrapper H2. So why H2? Because this is an H2 element that we need to consider in the next half. So we will be now customizing it, and here we will be putting a margin bottom of 2 rem and a definite margin top of 1 rem. Now here comes the matter. We have already made usage of this font family that we had imported from Google Fonts. So we practically had made a discussion on how to import and use fonts from other websites. If you wish to take a look at this matter, then I would like to ask you to halt for a second and revert back to the video where we had made this important discussion. It is probably 1 or 2 videos earlier that we had made discussion here. The video lies in the same playlist that I had created regarding this HTML CSS template regarding this matter. So in the next case, all we are going to do, we will be copying this from here and we will be pasting it right over here. And as we can see that we had already connected this individual font. Where it is, here it goes. This is the Oxygen font from this Google font that we had made usage of, and we already made a connection with it. So all we are going to do now, we are going to make usage of this font family right over here, and the next comes the font size in this matter, which is 2.4 rem. Let's head back to our project and reload, and we can see that this is how thing works. We are practically able to customize our services section, and in the template, if we had a closer look into the template, okay, it's alright, there's practically no problem with it. We may keep it in this way, or we may make some additional changes like this border top. We may make usage of it. So in this service wrapper, we will be using this definite syntax of border top, which shall be 1 px. Next it will be solid, and the color shall be 666. There it goes. Here it is. So the border top is right now into position. Now in the next case, all we need to do, we need to customize the icon, the subheading one, and then comes this paragraph element that we had created in this regards. So we will be heading back, and first of all, we will be looking at this services section. That means the div element, which is right now using the services part. So we need to create this class name with services. So definitely we will be copying it. Here it goes. We'll be heading back to this style.css, and here .services wrapper. Here we will be copying this services section. So we may keep things like this one. So all it is about to signify that any class name that appears within this service wrapper will be following some definite CSS set of rules. So that is why we may make usage of it either in this way, or simply we may ignore this dot service wrapper and we may leave the class name alone and we may customize it. So the width, it will be 23%. Another thing, we want that our site should be mobile responsive, and that is why making usage of absolute units must be restricted in some cases. We do not wish to confine each and everything within a definite value of container or definite width of any dimension. So in an order to help it to fit into a definite device width, all we need to do, we need to restrict the pixel value and we need to replace it with the relative unit of measurement such as this percentage value. Still there are a lot of modifications are about to come, but for the time being we will be strictly following them. So we have kept this width 23%. Next, let's put a background color, as I have said, and we need to make sure everything works quite well. So we will be using this color segment here, or CCC. This is the color segment. I think this is the best thing to put right over here. So we have chosen up this color. Next, we will be using a border. So all it is about to do, it is going to impose a border of solid with a color of this one. Next will be, the objective is to float them all to the left. So we will be using this float left condition here, and definitely there should be some other specs. We'll be seeing it later, but first of all let's put this text align into center. The padding, it should be 1 rem. And as we had made usage of this padding, so the box sizing will be border box. Everything goes fine so far. Let's press Ctrl S, head back to our project and reload, and we can see that this is going to be the result. And now we can see that there is a definite problem. The container is not holding up each and every services section within itself. This is due to the fact that we had made usage of a float left condition, but we haven't specified anything to clear the spaces from both the sides of these individual segments, and that is why this disruptive display is taking place. To avoid it and to overcome it, all we need to do, let's head back to this HTML with CSS, and within this, after this last deep class services where we had made usage of it, we will now use this class clearfix that we had created earlier. So what is it going to do? Let's press Ctrl S, reload, and we can see that this is going to be the result. The box, the services section is right now appearing within this individual service wrapper that we had created regarding this purpose. And if we have a closer inspection of what this clearfix class is exactly doing, head back to style.css and we can see that it is doing none other than clearing the both sides of this individual service box that we had created regarding this respect.